Hello. I'm gonna give my honest opinions about the new Mario Galaxy movie. I know it's been, it hasn't been too long since the movie's released, but this review should have come out like 2 weeks ago. But anyways, enjoy the background footage. I just kind of recorded this late last night and sloppily threw it together. Anyways, the Mario Galaxy movie. I personally, and this also applied to my friends. One of them not being a big Mario fan. He was just there for the friend group experience. If you know, you know. But yeah, it was. I'll give my um. How would I say this? Basically, I have two ways of viewing this movie. Um, the normal, like actual critical way, and then the Mario fan way. So I'm gonna start with the Mario fan review first. Uh, Mario, like as a Mario fan, um, 9 out of 10 personally. 9 out of 10 as a Mario fan. I loved all the references to Wonder. Wonder is not my favorite game, but I love the Bowser and the Bowser Jr. Wonder designs. Yeah, probably my favorite designs throughout the whole 2D series. It's yeah, really good movie in like the terms of a Mario fan stance. You got the references to Wonder, to Galaxy, to Odyssey with the dinosaur scene. Star Fox was in there for some reason. Got more screen time than Rosalina, which is bull crap. Anyways, but yeah, it was a decent movie for a Mario fan. Like point of view. It was pretty good. It was very beautiful. Like I will say the massive props to the animation team because holy smokes was it beautiful. Like whenever they first get into space, oh my gosh, it's actually so pretty. I was like, dang, am I like actually watching this? Like, is this an actual real movie that I'm watching right now? Like, it did not look real. It was just yeah. I loved all the references. I love I forget the voice actor for Yoshi. The guy who did Yoshi. Oh my god, he did so good with like the little noises that he makes, like whenever they first find him in the pipes in the Sand Kingdom at the start of the movie. Such a good movie, or such a good voice actor. um, yeah. So not much really else to say. I'm not so sure I like the. I don't know if they want to count the movies as canon. You know, I don't think Mario really has like a canon. There's just like a few defined things as hey yeah this like happened and like um but I don't know how I feel about the whole thing. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't. I should have said this like at the start. That this is gonna contain spoilers for the movie if you haven't had the chance to see it yet. Um, but I'm not. I don't know how to say this. I'm not the biggest fan of the contradiction of making Princess Peach and Rosalina sisters. I just don't think that's how it really was described in Galaxy through the storybooks. I don't know. I haven't played Galaxy 1 in forever, and like, I only read the storybooks like twice, and that was during like my first and second playthrough whenever I was, a little stupid idiot, like not even teenager yet. But I don't think that the storybooks reference her ever having a sister. I might be wrong. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. I have Galaxy One on my Switch. I just not bother to, re-download it. But yeah, I just don't know. I know I'm not gonna like go deep into this because I doubt adults watch my stuff, but I know a couple certain artists aren't happy about the contradiction of them being sisters. That's all I'll say. All right, now I want to go ahead and get into the critical side of like the actual average person who isn't that much of a Mario fan, but still buys some games and watches the movies. I'm just gonna flat out say it. My ranking out of 10 as an actual critic. Let me say this real quick. Sorry, I hate to go on a tangent or a side route, but whenever the first reviews for the Mario movie came out, I really thought it was like a joke. I thought I think it was discussing film that tweeted it out. It was it was all the major and a few minor media reviewers. Don't know how I didn't get hit there. So I'm just watching the footage as I yap. Anyways, I did not believe that there were what I think I remember seeing a couple threes, a zero, ones, fours. But now that I've seen the movie, uh, it was leaked on the HD was leaked online. I managed to be able to watch that while I was at home. Don't ask me for it. It's gone. I didn't download it. Or I guess I didn't keep it because there's no point. But anyways, after rewatching it, here's what I want to say. It was way too fast paced. There was not enough time for everything to flesh out. There just was not enough time for everything was rushed. Everything was rushed. I think the funniest joke in the movie was the Rob movie. Or Rob movie. Good lord, the Rob section. Where Princess Peach and again, spoilers. You've been warned. I really don't care if you just got spoiled. I've already said it. Anyways, yeah, funniest moment in the movie was definitely when Peach and Toad were at the Gateway Galaxy, and Rob was like, the land ship thingy is and he takes almost 20 seconds to point them in the right direction, and they keep interrupting him, and then he has to swivel back to them. It was quite funny. I quite enjoyed that. I like seeing the Pikmin. I like Pikmin. I like seeing the little references. I'm not quite sure why Star Fox was there. I just really am not. But back on to what my actual, review was supposed to be. Instead of getting off in a side tangent, I'm really bad at these. I get ready. My honest, my utter honest, and clear see-through opinion of this movie, out of 10, is a 4.5 at most. 4.5 max. 4.5 out of 10. I'm sorry. It's just too fast paced, too many characters. Fox really did not need to, I'm sure they could have, figured out how to get stuff to or gotten to the freaking Bowser planet without the observatory. Star Fox just felt like a hey, look at this character that hasn't had a game in over 20 years. Um, you know, like hey, look at this. Hasn't had a game in 20 years. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, it was just too fast. Star Fox was not a necessary addition. Rosalina did not need to be locked in a cage for most of her freaking screen time. And the only reason she lost was because of that one stupid Luma who just did not stay in the freaking house. Uh, that's like the only reason she was captured by Bowser Jr. Uh, and correct me if I'm wrong, but she was able to pull her wand out of thin air, when she was first attacked. But suddenly, she gets put in some basic ass handcuffs, on Bowser Jr.'s little ship, or not ship, spaceship thingy. And suddenly, she just can't do anything. Like she had that whole time. She was just standing there doing nothing. I just really do not get I pay attention to the little things in these movies, like the little contradictions that don't make any sort of sense. Like why couldn't she was in like handcuffs or whatever. I really don't know why she couldn't just pull out her wand unless they're like some magic disabling handcuffs, which is of course the Mario universe would have some bullcrap like that. Um, but I just don't know, man. Like the sad thing is that this was our only chance at a good Galaxy movie, and they fumbled it. Like we have no other chance at a good Galaxy movie. I don't think they're gonna make a Galaxy 2. Because, most people expected the next Mario movie to be, Super Mario Bros. 2 movie or something. Mario Bros. Movie 2 or something along the lines of that. But no, it was about Galaxy. Because it covered Odyssey, so I don't think there's going to be an Odyssey movie. It covered a bunch of. It covered Wonder, so I really don't think there's going to be a Wonder movie. I really don't see the point. I see there being one more movie, and that's it. Like Nintendo and Illumination, they have a good they have a good relationship with each other right now. But I just don't see any more than 3 movies. Uh, you know, I in Sonic getting a 4th movie, I understand. If it gets a 5th movie, it gets to a point. Like, come on. If at the end of the 4th movie, um, Sonic's running away again from, someone, and then, someone walks through a portal as Sonic, runs by and doesn't notice it, and then it goes, it's no use, Silver. I don't know, man. I've watched all 3 Sonic movies with, a pretty good stance on it, and I don't know. I just don't think it needs a 5th. I really do think it needs to stop at 4. But, that's just my opinion. I am both a Sonic and Mario fan. I have been cursed on both sides. But back to Mario movie. I don't know. They fumbled our only chance at a good Mario Galaxy movie. I really don't know if there's. Well, yeah, there is going to be a 3rd one. I just don't know what it's going to be about because, again, spoilers. There's 2 after credit scenes. I forget what the first one was. I think it's just some random nonsensical crap. And then the second one, Daisy, punches the crap out of a monkey, and then gives a bag back to the little wood creatures from Galaxy 2, and then just kind of looks smug at the camera, and Daisy. she could, she could do things to me. Who the hell said that? But yeah, I'm just mad that they kind of fumbled our only. I've said this like 4 times, but you got to understand my reasoning. I love Galaxy and Galaxy 2, and if you fumble the only chance that we would get at a good Galaxy movie, like people are gonna get mad. But yeah, that's really all I have to say. Sorry for going off on so many tangents. I just kind of tend to do that during these sort of like reviews and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Mario fan POV 9 out of 10. Critic like actually watching and paying attention to stuff 4.5 out of 10. Wart, who hasn't. I don't think he's been seen since Mario 2. I really don't think he has. He did not need to be a freaking casino, like, what are they called? Pimps or something? Like a casino pimp or whatever they're called. I might have to look that up and, like, blurt that out of the video because it might have just said something bad, but who knows. But yeah, it's, you know, certainly a movie. Uh, subscribe, like, comment, and hit that bell icon for future videos. Next video will be probably a statement regarding the current status of the Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 series and its unforeseeable future. Okay, I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.